Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Melanie back with Melanie Loves Death Metal. Got a new death metal collection update today. Really quickly, I'm recording 3 videos today. 2 are probably going to go up today. 1's probably going to go up tomorrow. So I'm going to have the same Mandalorian / Metallica ripoff shirt on and all of those. So don't be surprised by that. Just trying to knock out some content this week, and then hopefully I'll have something for next week too. But I do have a bunch of stuff coming in the mail tomorrow. So I'll probably save that for next week's videos. All right, so let's get started with the update today. I have 5 tapes and 3 vinyl. Let's get started with the first package that I got in the mail on Saturday. This is something I've been waiting for a while for, because I had it on pre-order. Super excited that I got it. This is definitely something that I have been listening to nonstop. I posted on Instagram last night from Transylvanian Recordings. It is the new Fossilization. I believe it's a full length. I don't know. I get confused by that. This is called He Whose Name Was Long Forgotten. This is fucking phenomenal. It's very dark death metal, almost borderline death doom. Members from Jupiterian, if you're not familiar with that band, please check them out. They're on Transcending Obscurity. They released an amazing release last year that was one of my favorites. Comes on a really nice pro printed black tape. Yeah, again, the riffs on this are so good. It's a very slow chugging, and then, you know, there's fast epic moments as well. Really nice J card there. It's what they call primitive death metal. They're from Brazil. But really good. Like I said, members of Jupiterian in here, which is the only reason why I even checked it out. I'm not even gonna lie. Saw that and I was like, well, I love that band, so I'm sure this is gonna sound amazing, and it absolutely does. So really good. I think Transylvania Recordings has this sold out, but they just signed with Everlasting Spew. So I think that there might be some CDs over there, and I don't know if this has been pressed on vinyl or not, but I pre-ordered this as soon as Transylvania Recordings dropped this last month, I think. The first time I heard it, I got it. I loved it. So check this out if you have not heard it yet. It's definitely worth it, and yeah, if you can find this on any other distro or anything like that, definitely pick it up. And then in that same package was actually a little bit of a surprise. I didn't actually order this, but it's James from Transylvania Recordings sent this to me as of like, hey, you'll probably really like this too. And he was right. This is also another release that's been sold out on his label. And I think this also just came out last month. I cannot say the name of this band, so apologies. I don't know a whole lot about this band either. But I'm just going to show the album cover right now, and I think it's called Abyzou with their release. Yeah, not even going to try to pronounce that. This is really, really good death metal. He was right. He said I probably would enjoy this. Yeah, he's just pumping out some great stuff on this label. I have so many tapes from them. And this is also phenomenal. So this is also sold out right now currently. I'm not sure if you're able to find this anywhere else or if it's been pressed on any other media. I didn't really go into full investigation mode on this, so apologies on that, but of course I will link it in the description and you can definitely check this out. It's really, really good. I really like the artwork too. The artwork is different, but yeah, their logo is cool. So yeah, that was the first package that I got. Second package I got actually came with the vinyl too, but I'll show that in a little bit. Maggot Stomp. Actually, no, it didn't come with the vinyl. I was thinking of something else. Sorry, ignore me. This is just a random package that I ordered. Maggot Stomp, again, the Coffin Rot promo that's currently up right now. This just came up, I think, a couple weeks ago, not that long ago. Yellow Pro printed tape. It's 1 song and then 1 Sepultura Troops of Doom cover. This is so good. Like, I know it's only 2 songs. I wasn't gonna buy it until I listened to it. And then I listened to it and was like, all right, I'm gonna throw my money at this band again because I love their first album that I've been showing off lately. So they're now signed with Maggot Stomp. So I believe there's a release that's gonna be coming soon, hopefully. I'm hoping this year. But yeah, really good. Like I said, just a 2-song promo. One of them is a cover of from Sepultura. Good stuff. These are floating around everywhere. You can find them just about anywhere right now. Like Life After Death, I'm pretty sure has these. I think they're probably still for sale on Bandcamp as well. Yeah, and I just remembered now, I actually got this directly from the band. I'm all over the place in this video. Sorry about that. But yeah, really good. Definitely check it out. Again, promos are not something I usually buy, but if I love the band, I'll get it. So really good. All right, another package that I got from Big Daddy Gore. This is the new Degraved that just came out on Gurgling Gore, Exhumed Remnants. It also came with a patch, which is hanging up right there. I have a bunch of patches hanging on my wall back here. I don't collect patches, but I've just been getting them with tape releases from Gurgling Gore, and then I got one from Maggot Stomp, so I've just been hanging on to them and hanging them on my wall. Maybe someday I'll start a jacket or something, I don't know. But yeah, Gurgling Gore, Degraved. This is a phenomenal demo. Just old school death metal. Like, that's just what I think of when I listen to this. It's got everything in it. There's even like a little song in the middle of this that you'll hear that's like just like, I think it's like accordion or synth. I don't know exactly, but yeah, really, really good. Everybody's raving about this with good reason. Gurgling Gore just continues to put out amazing things. They recently just announced a couple of other releases. I have another one that I just pre-ordered like last week. There's one coming out that's Bandcamp Friday. They've just dropped a bunch of new shirts. Like, they're just doing everything right now. One of my favorite labels at the moment. Happy to have this added to my collection. It is very dirty, filthy, old school sounding death metal. The vocals, I will admit, the first time I heard the vocals took me a minute to get used to, but after listening to it several times, like, this is really good. So yeah, check this out. These are sold out everywhere, but I think maybe a couple of distros might have gotten some recently. I'm not sure, but yeah, these sold out pretty much the day that they were dropped, which was last month. So good stuff. And then finally, I got this yesterday. I was waiting to do an update video until I got this because I knew I was going to be getting it. Something I've been waiting for about 2 months now. They're finally starting to ship out. So if you haven't gotten yours yet, you're definitely going to get it because I know the pre-orders are going out. This is the new Disrupted on Sewer Rot Records. This is their full-length Pure Death. I think it's a full-length. I'm assuming it's because it's got 10 songs. Amazing. This album is so good. I've had this digitally since I pre-ordered it, so I've obviously listened to it several times. But just the fact that I finally have it on tape now and be able to listen to it through my nice speakers and just, yeah. So this is really good. Sewer Rot has done about 4 or 5 releases now that I've bought all of them, and they're all phenomenal. Most recently is the Celestial Sanctuary release, which just came out last week. So those tape pre-orders, I believe, are all sold out. So yeah, the artwork on this is pretty great. Yeah, this is just, you know, old school sounding death metal, fast paced riffs for days. The first song on here is going to get stuck in your head just calling that out. Yeah, it's really, really good. And I think this was actually released maybe last year on a different I don't know, label, or maybe it might have been self-released. I can't remember, but Sewer Rot, you know, picked it up and released it, and this is really good. And I also think this is sold out too as well, unfortunately. So check out Sewer Rot if you have not. They have a bunch of new releases so far this year. I think for the most part they're all sold out, but you can still get digital versions of it. Really great stuff. Yeah, like I said, they've pumping them out this year. I think there's been like 4 or 5 already that I have on pre-order. So, and I'm finally starting to get them in. So really good stuff. All right, on to the vinyl. We will start with the first one, which needs absolutely no introduction, and I will take the sleeve off because of the glare. Got this weekend, the new Asphyx, Necroceros. So a little bit of a background. I was hesitant on getting this just because I heard it and I was like, yeah, you know, that's good. That's good death metal. You know, Asphyx is good. they've got a recipe. It works for them. It's good. It's on this really cool green vinyl. And just after months, I think this came out in January, after months and months of finally seeing people post it on Instagram and seeing it in people's YouTube videos, and then finally listening to it several times, it's like, all right, I'm sold. This is a really good album. Classic band. They've been out forever. They have some of the best death metal albums, or even death doomy albums out there. And I don't actually own anything by them on vinyl, which is surprising. So I picked it up because I saw it available through their site, and it comes with this really cool poster. The artwork is just amazing. So I actually have several posters I want to hang, but I'm probably going to hang this one first now. It's actually a double-sided poster too, which is interesting. I don't usually get those. It's got this other great artwork in it. But yeah, this is a really good album. I don't think I need to even talk about it. It's been out for so long. Everybody knows Asphyx. They either absolutely worship the band, or they just are like, yeah, they're good. I don't worship the band, obviously, but classic death metal band, simply one of the best, honestly. And this is really good. I'm actually kind of sad that I don't have anything else on vinyl now that they're back and making records, and they're still in the game, and they're still pumping out great releases. So I actually will probably be my next discography that I go after I'm finished with the Hexen and a couple other bands. So great stuff. Really good album. Glad I bought it. And then finally, the last package I got was from Vinyl Altar. They are a record store in the Philadelphia area. One of the best shops, honestly, in my opinion. I've bought from them several times. Most recently found their Discogs, because oddly enough, I didn't buy anything through them for their Discogs. I've just gone there in person and stuff like that. And I've been on the hunt for these, not for a while, because they're not hard to find, but they were on a list. I have a list of like, yes, I want to get these vinyl when I'm done getting other things. It's just stupid things like that. Anyway, this band is phenomenal. I absolutely love them. And I'm actually really shocked that I never had anything on vinyl before, because I do still listen to them quite frequently, especially I think if I were to pull off my like #1 streaming album last year just through my streaming app. I have Amazon Music, but I also use Spotify. This is definitely on the top of that list. And I just feel like, you know what, I pulled the plug and I got these when I saw them available, and that is Skeletal Remains. Do I even need to talk about Skeletal Remains? This is their newest one, The Entombed of Chaos. This came out last year. Amazing album, really good. All I gotta say is, if you've never heard Skeletal Remains, definitely open up another tab, go and listen to their music. If you're a fan of death, a lot of their earlier albums will remind you of death. The vocals are similar style of Chuck's, but this band has amazing riffs. They write amazing songs. They're just really fun. They've got the thrashy elements to it. They've got the old school death metal elements to it. Like I said, they remind me a lot of Death, which is one of my favorite bands. Obviously, I don't know if you can see, but I have albums hanging on my wall. So yeah, this is definitely, I would say, in current times, one of my favorite bands. And I was actually really shocked that I hadn't bought any of their vinyl yet. I tend to have a lot of bands like that where I absolutely love them, and I just don't buy them on vinyl because I'm so balls deep into getting other pre-orders and stuff that are being released. So finally bit the bullet as soon as I saw Vinyl Altar have these in stock. And I think this is a first press. I don't know. I don't really care about that stuff. It was a pretty purple, so I bought it. Great album. The vocals definitely are a little bit more mature on this one. They're not as high, a little bit lower sounding, as that comes with age, but still really, really great vinyl. And just so you guys understand, Vinyl Altar is fantastic. They sent these brand new, never opened, so they were shrink wrapped, but he also double wrapped them with other cellophane, so that way when you take the shrink wrap off, you still have the cover, which is nice. That's just customer service at its finest. I kind of wish more places like that would do that, but not everything is the same, unfortunately. So And then finally, the second thing that I got from Vinyl Altar was their release right before their current one. And this is, again, I'm kind of kicking myself here because this is probably, in the last like 5 years of death metal, this is definitely one of my favorite albums that has been released. And by the way, it's called Devouring Mortality. I don't know if you're not familiar, that's what this is called. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what took me so long to get these. Maybe, like I said, I know that when the one came out last year, there was so much other stuff that was being released at the same time that I bought, and just like funding wasn't always there, and then it escaped my brain. I'm sure everybody goes through that, but yeah, I'm just glad that I finally have these now. This one I know for sure is a repress. I think it's a European repress. It's on this really nice translucent red, which, as everybody knows me, they know red's my favorite color, so had to get that. And then I don't think, oh yeah, there's an inner sheet. I actually really like this band picture, and then the other side is just lyrics. So yeah, this album is phenomenal. I actually have been listening to this nonstop now ever since I reconnected with Skeletal Remains. This weekend, they announced that they were repressing their first 2 albums and then their demos, which have been hard to find, and they're relatively expensive if you buy them on Discogs. People rip you off with price. So I ordered those. They're not due to come in until May, so I'm excited. I officially have the full discography on vinyl now after waiting years to actually get it. Again, I don't know what took me so long because I absolutely love this band. And if you asked me what my top 5 favorite bands in death metal right now, they're on this list, which I might do a video on because I know I've called out a couple of other ones recently. So that's my haul that I got the last couple of days. Tomorrow, I think I have like 5 vinyl coming in. It's all been hole fillers, stuff that has been out for about a year or 2 now, and I saw it available on a couple shops on Discogs, and it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna get it right now because the stuff that's been released I've pre-ordered already, I just haven't gotten it yet, so it's hole filler time. But yeah, that's my update. As always, links will be in the description. As always, follow me on Instagram. Facebook, I'm slowly using. Not a big Facebook person, so I don't know yet. If I start to get more follows on there, then I'll post more regularly. But yeah, thanks again for the support. Yesterday on Black Metal Mondays, I got a lot of good feedback. So if I have more stuff to show next week, I'll probably do that again. And then, like I said, there's probably going to be another video up today because it's Death Metal Tape Tuesday. And then I am definitely going to have at least 2 more videos this week because I have a bunch of new stuff coming in, and then as always what I'm listening to on Saturday. Thanks guys.